प्रगति मैडम, मैं डायरेक्टर साहब का नंबर आपको दे रहा हूँ। आप एक बार कॉल करिएगा उन्हें। मैंने अभी कॉल किया तो उठा नहीं। ठीक है, आप प्लीज उनके टच में रहिएगा और जैसे ही वो ज्वाइन करें आप उनको को होस्ट बना दीजिएगा। ठीक है। मैं थोड़ा बाहर हूं तो मैं लेक्चर में उतनी सक्रियता नहीं रख पाऊंगा। के दौरान उसने कैसे।
We are likely to start the session within few minutes. Till then, just stay tuned.
मेरी डॉक्टर साहब से बात हुई है, वो डीडीजी एक्सटेंशन के साथ एक मीटिंग में है। 4 से 5 मिनट में उनकी मीटिंग खत्म होगी। 5 मिनट में वो लेक्चर ज्वाइन कर लेंगे। सभी साइंटिस्ट और रिसर्च स्कॉलर से अनुरोध है कि कृपया आप थोड़ा सा धैर्य रखिए। 5 मिनट में हम लेक्चर स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं। डायरेक्टर साहब ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं, SR के सिंह नाम से ज्वाइन करेंगे। रोहित, तुम्हें स्ट्रिक्टली सुनना है। SR के सिंह या डायरेक्टर अटारी जबलपुर, इमीडिएट को होस्ट बना देना, ठीक है। और रेवांगनी जी, आप बायोडाटा रीड करना स्टार्ट करना, किसी प्रोटोकॉल का वेट नहीं करना है, ठीक है।
ओके सर।
Hello, good evening. I have already joined.
Good evening, sir. Sir, shall we start our session?
Yeah, sure, please.
Knowledge grows when it is shared, and wisdom flourishes when it is applied. Namaskar to one and all present here. I am Dr. Evangini Rancha, Director HR and Academics, AgriMeet Foundation, Bharat. And it is my immense pleasure to welcome you all to Day 11 of ANKURAN 2026, our prestigious 30 days International Summer School Come Training Program. Today's session is indeed a special one, as we are privileged to host an eminent agricultural extension scientist, an accomplished researcher, and a visionary administrator whose contributions have significantly strengthened India's agricultural extension services. It is my great honor and privilege to introduce our esteemed speaker, Dr. S.R.K. Singh Sir, Director, ICR Atari, Jabalpur, Madhya Pradesh. Dr. Singh Sir began his distinguished career after securing the top rank in ARS examination in 1999 and joined ICR VPKAS Almora, Uttarakhand as a scientist in agricultural extension. Since then, he has dedicated his life to empowering farmers through innovative extension approaches and effective technology dissemination. An outstanding academician, Dr. Singh Sir completed his bachelor's in agriculture from Banaras Hindu University and earned his master's and PhD in dairy extension from National Dairy Research Institute, Karnal, receiving merit certificates throughout his academic journey. His exceptional contributions have been recognized with many prestigious awards, including ISEE Fellow Award, Best Mobilizer Award, Best Extension Scientist Award, Agriculture Today Award, Dr. Vasant Rao Naik Award for Outstanding Research and Application in Dryland Farming Systems, and several Young Scientist Awards. Dr. Singh Sir has made remarkable scholarly contributions with over 130 research papers, along with several books, book chapters, and extension bulletins. As director of ICR at Atari Jabalpur, he is leading the KVK systems across central and eastern India. He has pioneered several innovative initiatives, including KVK KMA, KVK Technology Park, KVK Atma Convergence Model, methodological initiatives for extension research, Nutri-Smart Village, and agripreneurship models, which have greatly enhanced the outreach and impact of agricultural technologies among farming communities. He has also served on several prestigious academic and policy-making bodies, including Extension Council of Rani Lakshmibai Central Agriculture University, Jhansi, and the Academic Council of Nanaji Deshmukh Veterinary Science University, Jabalpur, contributing significantly to agricultural education and extension policies. Dear participants, today we have the privilege of learning from one of the India's most respected extension scientists. His vast experience, visionary leadership, and invaluable insights are certain to inspire us and deepen our understanding of agricultural innovation and rural transformation. So, on behalf of AgriMeet Foundation Bharat, our visionary leader and Chief Secretary Dr. Ankur Sharma sir, the entire organizing committee of Ankuran 2026, and all the participants, I extend our heartfelt gratitude to Dr. S.R.K. Singh sir for graciously accepting our invitation and sparing his valuable time to be with us. Now, with great respect and admiration, I respect our esteemed speaker, Dr. S.R.K. Singh sir, to kindly deliver today's enlightening lecture. Sir, the virtual platform is all yours. Please.
Thank you very much, Dr. Revangini, for such a wide and such a glorious introduction. I'm always trying to help the farmers or scholars or whosoever may be needed, and if I am capable to do, I must try to do this. And today it's not lecture, rather it will be a great interaction. And I will like that our participant must not be one way, rather they should enjoy this. And my slide is visible?
Yes, sir.
1 minute. So good evening to all, and such a large audience and learned audience. I'm thankful to Dr. Ankur and his team that you have recognized me as a lead speaker in this such a important summer school. And learning has no limit. Sky is the limit for learning. So once we decide that we should learn, definitely we will learn. So friends, today I am just want to share with you the living blueprint, which is really engineering the agriculture transformation that the Farm Science Center or KVKs, which are really striving hard to make our country self-sufficient in food, vis-a-vis nutritional security. And unless we will be self-sufficient in food production, the real peace in the society can't be brought. So keeping such facts in view, I thought that let me share some of the facts and figures with our audience that how ICR is implementing such a very important and very wide covering scheme, which is called the Krishi Vigyan Kendras, and how the KVKs are really transforming our agriculture scenario, not only India or Asia, rather than now it's impacting globally. That yes, we are capable to produce the quantity and quality so that we can feed both the nation as well as the other country. If we talk of the central states, Madhya Pradesh, it's one of the bigger states, and we are fortunate that I'm leading these states, and the total number of centers, if you talk, there are 88 districts, and in that 81 centers we have, out of which 53 are in the Madhya Pradesh and 28 are Chhattisgarh. And the very beauty of these centers are that in world, if you see, this is the unique system where a group of scientists are really residing at the district level and daily meeting with the farmers, daily coming across with the problems and the issues and challenges and opportunity of the farming community, so that they can solve it as and when the farmers are needed. And that's a very pathway of empowerment of our society, really. Not only the farmer, but the farmwomen, rural youth, and adolescent girls, and all other sections of society are really benefited a lot. If we have proved that if we are investing rupees 1 for KVK, really it's giving the returns of at least 11 rupees. So you can see the internal rate of return also in the investment done by the government of India. And if we see the institutional partnership, then I can tell you, friends, that our State Agriculture University, they are handling the 71 our centers, and non-government organizations 6, and ICR per se it's only 2, and the veterinary university and central university, we are having the only 2 centers. The diversity of the host has been another beautiful part of this program, that we have the diverse host, and so that administrative and financial things are changing host wise, and really they are technological backstopping to our farming community, so that farming community can grow more and sell more, and they could be more and more prosperous through the profitable and sustainable agriculture. Then one thing we can tell you that our MP is the soya state. So soya state is the really, it's the legacy. Madhya Pradesh has a legacy to be a soya state, and it's contribute India's total more than 50% of the soybean. And nationally, it's ranked one in the all pulses and wild seed contribution by producing 27% to the India's total wild seed productions. And if we talk about the grain food grain production hierarchy, also it's a top in wheat production, rice, not top but the middle pathway, rapidly growing, and for maize at the bottom, it's a queen of cereal, we know. So it's a rank third. The issue is not ranking, issue is the growing. So if we try to grow daily, definitely one day we will on the top. So that's that temperament I would like to share with you, that how our state, our farmers and the policy makers and scientists and KVKs and researchers are moving, making soldiers and soldiers so that we can grow more and more. Then the impetus, Malwa's climate vulnerability. Friends, you know that nowadays, nationally or internationally, agriculture is being governed by only two factors. First is climate and second is market. So equally, our Madhya Pradesh is also being vulnerable with the climate. You know, this is the rain-fed agriculture, and we have to depend upon the rainfall. And if rainfall delayed or rainfall is declined, definitely our whole production system and productivity per unit all are being affected. Just for sake of example, Malwa, you know, the heart of the Madhya Pradesh, and that's why we keep it just an example that soybean in Malwa's dry region is highly monsoon sensitive, and monsoon vagaries is really affecting the overall performance of our farmers' field as well as our farms. And the biological risk is the poor seed, pests and disease compounded the production risk. And a strategic pivot that transitioning to maize and pulse for stabilized profits and the climate resilience. These are the now the farmers have got some of the strategy that they are switching to the maize and pulse crop in place of soybean. And all these climatic stress, what they are impacting a lot on the economic level, that it's rising the cost of cultivation and lowering the yields. Ultimately, these factors are demotivating our farming community, and farmers wish to switch on to other profession or other crops. As for example, I shared with you that maize and pulse are now getting momentum in our states, and this is the one of the burning example of the climate change, you can say, or the climatic variability and vulnerability, you can say, whatever you think, right? Some area and production trends, just I would like to share with you that how the area and production are really changing. If we see the 10 years, rice area is growing, wheat area is growing, soybean is dwelling just plus minus, but maize has even doubled, more than doubled, and green gram is due to heavy rains in the fag end of the monsoon. Really, these are the bothering the areas and production both. So this is the just trend I like to share with you, that how the climatic change or climatic shift is really shifting our areas, the major crops by the farming community, and which is really a cause of concern for all our researchers and policymakers, that how we have to think over all other inputs or all other factors of production, that if soybean is shifting towards maize, all we know that maize is the high demanding crops, input intensive crops, and soil condition of the Madhya Pradesh is not so strong like other Indo-Gangetic plains, that we can have the maize crops for longer years. So we have to think that how we have to go for the new set of intercropping, mixed cropping, alternate cropping, companion cropping, relay cropping. whatever way and means which is suitable to the farmers, and it's really suiting to their economic, socio-economic conditions also. So accordingly, we have to now search and research the cropping pattern and cropping system so that we can survive our farmers towards continuing the crops as well as their livelihood, which totally depend upon this. So if you see the crop shift macro level, then you can see that the area from over the 10 years, this the wheat growing very remarkably, rice satisfactorily, maize reaching up to a sufficient level, and green gram also it's in the growing trend. But if we see the soybean and the chickpea, which is Madhya Pradesh is also called the pulse estate. So these two crops are really bothering us, that how we have to sustain these crops and the farmers to continue these crops. So this is the great matter of concern, and just I thought that we must share with you all, because you all are learners and beginners. So whenever you are going to conceive any research projects, you must think that what are the maybe the options for the soybean crops, because you know that soybean based industries are there. If we will not able to supply them the proper inputs, again the price of the edible oils may affect by these, and followed by the chickpea gram. You know that one of the popular pulses which we like to have. So as a coordinating center of these KVKs, we are really thinking that how we have to make the massive crop diversification along with the wild seeds and other resilient cereals and pulses, so that our farming community could be saved, could be protected, and could be retained in the farming in the rain-fed situation. Then, friends, I can give you some of the example that how we can go for the high value horticulture and technological adoption. Friends, most of us are still in the rural area practicing the agriculture as a practice, not agriculture as a science. So my earnest request to you all that there is a difference between agriculture practice and agriculture science. So you must understand, for your scholarly point of view or for the farmer's point of view, that whenever we are doing something cultivation, we thought that we are doing the agriculture, but really it's good that we are doing agriculture, but we are not doing agriculture science, because agriculture science has transformed a lot. Now we have the options that how we can make the controlled situation even in the such a uncertainty in the weather and climate. So technological options are there, cheaper options are there, sensors are there, mobile based apps are there. So ultimate that we have to educate our farmers and farming community, particularly young youths, must be well acquainted with these facts and figures, that how huge potential are lying with the agriculture sector, but not only the wheat and rice production, it's beyond that. That's why I call it high value horticulture and concerned connected technological adoptions. So if we talk about the horticulture, you see total area around the 27 lakh hectares, and production it's more than 400 lakh metric tons, and productivity we see that 15 ton per hectare. It's beyond the national average. But my concern is not the being national average or beyond. My concern is how our small holders, small and marginal farmers are getting benefited. And if we have the breakup of fruits, vegetable, and spices, you can see the area and the crops, concerned crops. Then my earnest appeal to you all that wherever you are visiting your home or you are talking with your parents, you must motivate our our family members also that along with the rice, wheat, we must go for the horticulture crops as per suitability. I'm not telling that all should grow the vegetables or all should engage in the spices, but at least fruit crops we must have at our orchards if we are having some lands, piece of lands, so that we can get the taste of real Indian fruits from our orchards. So once you get tested your fruits, definitely you will be more and more attracted towards agriculture and high-tech, high-value agriculture and horticultures. Because value is really valuable matters. Unless we will get benefit or profit sufficient level, we will be not motivated to be engaged in the agriculture. Agriculture is being perceived simply as growing wheat or rice or maize and getting some income. But friends, I can tell you that in income perspective, farmers can have 6 type of income. One, they have the combination of enterprises that they can get daily income. For example, milk, eggs, and other options are there from which they can get daily income. Then weekly income. Mushroom-like things you can weekly harvest. Then fortnightly income. Vegetables you can have fortnightly, you can have some set of vegetables monthly. Then we have think over the quarterly income, and then finally the 6-monthly income. At present, what we have seen in the field condition that farmers are coming up to the monthly income, 6-monthly, quarterly, and hardly monthly. So unless the agriculture will be supported by the animal husbandry or other enterprises, how we can sustain our farming system? I am not talking about the cropping system. So for sustainability of agriculture, we have to have the models of the farming system that may be any enterprise based or any crop based, that the depends upon the ecological and the market suitability of that crop and demand in that market. So our role is very crucial that we should guide our farmers or young entrepreneurs or young professionals that how they can conceive and perceive the right things in the right way so that the future of Indian agriculture could be more and more brighter and the talented brains could be retained in the agriculture rather than they could be drained towards the other areas. So if we talk about the high-tech horticulture and that some of the technological enablers are there, as we can talk about the MIS, micro irrigation system. If we really want to practice per drop more crop, there are options so that you can go for the sprinkler irrigation, you could go for the drip irrigation, you can go for the modified or sandwich of both. Through the simple pipe system, farmers have innovated at their level that they have known much knowledge or practice how to repair their drip system or a sprinkler system. They have just simply purchased the pipes. They made some holes at the 6-inch or 9-inch, and they are getting their crops irrigated as per their need. So followed by the digital nurseries. Friends, now so many firms has came that they are really providing the disease-free plants with fully high potential production potential of that crop. So we can guide our farmers in our areas or our concern, anybody who is in our consultation. Then we can have the global expertise, we can have the training, we can have the virtual training, we can have the some cross learning that how we can Israeli technology or other country, they are surviving on limited water with the maximum productivity. So why not in India? Why we are thinking of such a conventional agriculture, conventional method of the irrigation, flood irrigation like things. So that's the great matter of concern that now we are thinking about the Viksit Bharat by 2047. So that could be achieved only and only if we really make the technological transformation at our farm level and farmer level. Then only it's possible that India could be developed as a transform as a developed country, as a Viksit Bharat. And further value addition, there is huge scope, 4,000 plus crores investment proposals are there for cold storage or cold chain technology, then processing, because we are producing, and unless we use it, it's the farm and the market level wastage is huge. So we have to control those things also, along with the production and production only, because at present we are running behind only production. So post production, post harvest, and reduce the wastage at the utilization level, at the marketing level, all these are the important factors which should be taken care by all our new researchers, so that we can contribute individually in the development of nation. Then friends, some of the operational efficiency, we have developed one KVK ring concept, that अकेला चना भार नहीं फोड़ता, आप सबने सुना है. तो in that context itself, what we decided that why not we can made the ring of our centers, and which KVK ring for 3M, manpower, machinery, and the materials. So all three sharing, we made it to the KVK ring concept. And in that, what we decided that each center will support in their activity through these things beyond others also. These are the minimum things. And that's the partner, you can say that partnership feeling, that we are partner and we will get credited also for whatever things we will do if we need each other's. Because if in Naiva district, one expert is there and X district needed, so unless we make the mechanism, so we made this mechanism, and this is highly successful, that people are maintaining the very good rapport with each other, and due to that they are compelled to interact with each other. Otherwise, we have seen that we are such engaged in our work that we do not know that what our neighbor district are doing. So for exchange of knowledge and experiences, as well as the cross learning, we made this concept, and this has proved very good for faster growth of our centers and the farming communities also. So further, I would like to highlight that some are the wealth creator in our zone, that how we can lead our farmers to high yield economic interventions. Then in that context, I can tell you that organic purple rice, our FPOs, SHGs are doing. Then paddy straw mushroom. Mushroom is not new, but newness to share with you that women are handling this, and that's the good tool for women entrepreneurship. And followed by the bio waste utilization is the one of the tool we pathway we made, that why not we can recycle it, and as a compost also we will use it, so that the straw burning, crop residue management both could be achieved through the income generation also. And then Kharif onion, friends, you can recall that 7-10 years back, there was huge crisis of the onion and the price shoot up very high. So in during that region itself, Kharif onion has emerged as an alternative options for the farmers, that they can not only Rabi, they can go for the Kharif also, and they can sell it, so that the price balance could be done at the market level, because those high prices were not gone to the farmers. It was just in the in between, and middleman has enjoyed, and the stockist has enjoyed, rather than farmers has got any penny from that. So it was huge burden to the consumer, but same time no gain to the producers. So keeping such facts in view, Kharif onion was introduced and realized, and farmers are getting sufficient income from that. And then vermicompost, one of the easiest source of biomass, we must use it, we must promote it. It looks very simple, but it's really very good for our kitchen gardens, nutrition garden, or even pot gardening, what we are doing at our home scale. And also it's one of the way that how the small holders can have the good source of income by practicing this. Then the apiculture, or you can beekeeping, you can say. Then beekeeping, one of the important supplemental income source, and particularly Apis cerana, which is being reared by the most of beekeepers. So these are the some of the 5 investment portfolio that how our farmers or youths or entrepreneurs or incubators, they can make the wealth by practicing not only the traditional farming or conventional farming or crops, rather than they can have the new set of crops and enterprise. And further, the special highlight that makhana pivot, we can use utilizing the marshy land for the makhana, which is also known as foxnut cultivation. And this is the one of the good options for the region where there is water inundation and the farmers are unable to take crops most of the month. So it's a very good options and opportunity to the specific region farmers. They can go with the aqua crops, and in which makhana and singara, all these are the, or kamalgatta, all these could be practiced, and farmer can get additional income for their aqua crops. Then one of the very medicinal meat of the Karaknath. Just I told you medicinal because you can see that protein percentage highest in compared to other standard poultry birds, and then fat percentage lowest, because so many people wish to take chicken but they can't because they have the high BP or cholesterol level. So cholesterol level is also comparatively lower, 184.75 microgram, rather than the 218.12. So these 3 advantages are really qualifying this Karaknath as a medicinal chicken, and then further economic viability also it's sufficient, and so farmers are really practicing it and enjoying with their enterprise. Further, friends, we can say that how closed loop of economics, the banana fiber pipeline. Just we wanted to share with you that the banana fiber, which now being in the practice and getting the momentum in the market also. Earlier, it was just a simple waste, and disposing of the waste also was a problem in the banana growing areas or regions. So this technology has really proved a boon for the farmers in those areas. And the steps, you can say that stem collection, seed separation, pulp moisture extraction, threading, manual weaving. Apart from that, also some of the replacement of fertilizer are being also used from the extract of these pseudo stem, and that's also some remarkable market grown, and that really benefiting the farmers in practicing the organic cultivation also. And along with that, fibers are being used in so many ways, so many just items you can see. And along with that, many items are there which are really helping in the domestic use. And if we see the BC ratio or net gain, it's also sufficient, because in rural areas, if we are getting the tune of 8,000 per month per individual, we can further scale up, and along with other things, it's one of the alternative source of income. It could be used, and the farmers and the farming community could be given the options that in place of wasting these pseudo STEM, they can go for the creating the wealth from this waste also. And now, friends, as you know that employment is one of the very important regions that how our society and our educated people are running here and there, that where they should go, what they should do. So ICR has started one project, the ARIA, attracting and retaining the youth in agriculture. And that has gained a momentum that how they can provide the capacity building, and then they can provide the self-employment to the trainees or the trained youths. And ultimately, one of the way to transform rural youth from job seeker to job providers. And main core strategy of this program was that engaging rural youth in diverse agri-based enterprise to establish permanent source of or satisfactory source of regular income they can get in their situation, so that the load on the metropolitan cities and the other cities could be reduced if we really practicing the Pura, which was given by our late visionary leader, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, that providing our amenities in rural areas. So it is well fitted in that framework also. And if we see that over 10 years, we are able to make capacity building of 10,000 plus youths, and out of which that around 2,000 are really established their business and actively they are doing it satisfactorily and under guidance of our institute. Then I will urge you all that wherever any youths they want to practice agriculture as a profession, then you can link them with any area centers, and they can get benefited with the experiences gained over the years, that how they can start their vocation, how they can get handheld support, how they can grow their business, and how they can be a successful entrepreneur or business. And then some of systemic impact, the institutional footprint, definitely I would like to share with you very happily that our consultation scale cost 55 lakhs farmers through a digital platform now, Kisan Sarthi. And if we talk about the physical footfall to our centers, then it's the 20 lakh plus. And if you see the institutional enterprise through FPOs, we have supported more than 100 FPOs. And then scientific output, more than 640 research papers published by our institute or other centers in the peer-reviewed journals. Then nutritional shift that we have initiated and established 57 NutriSmart villages in both states, Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. And then some of the grassroots innovations also, 640 local farmers variety registered in the PPVFRA, as you know, that Protection of Plant Variety and Farmers' Right Authority. And so I can tell you very happily that we are alive and we are alert and we are actively supporting our farming community, our society to grow more and more through the agriculture and all its allied sectors very impactfully. Then friends, as we are talking that from sustenance farming towards commercial agriculture, towards now we are moving towards the precision agriculture. And in that, one of the options we got that agri drone. You can see in this glimpse that how these are the beneficial in the situation of labor scarcity. As you know that labors are shrinking in the farming sectors due to high wages in the other sectors. The states or other industrial sectors, they are getting more wages and comfort, so they want to shift. So in such situations, we have to have the well equipped with the technological options. Then what next? So in that gap, it's the one of the options the farming community got, that agri drone we got, and only thing that a skill gain is still underway, and experimentation is still underway, that through drone, whenever we apply some liquid in the form of nano urea or pesticide or micronutrients, whatever the spray or even water, then what will be the height of the spray? What is the drift away effect? What alteration may be done on the crop canopy, or what kind of other side effects maybe, so that all these things are under research and trial. Though CI Bhopal has got some of the initial results, and they are applying it in the orchards also to get estimation, yield estimation, that they can get that green and red color fruits, and accordingly they can count it. And that also one of the alternative. And future also, you will have the several options that how we can use this very novel technology, and we can use even in the surveillance. But this is agri drone. That's why we are not talking much on. Rather, we are talking the applications of this in the our intercultural operations and other protecting chemicals. So farmers are still learning these and being trained, and this will be a very important technology in the Indian agriculture in future. And then friends, we can say that if we are dreaming for the Viksit Bharat, then we must go for the Viksit district and Viksit state. So in that, we have finalized the road maps, the lighthouse model, that how block-wise resource-based planning in the 4 districts, and being implemented by almost important institutes of ICAR and university in India. And all we are conversing here, that how we have to taste this model in these 4 districts, and the experiences will be replicated in the whole state, and in future maybe in whole India. So I'm proudly sharing with you that we are pioneer, and I am the leading Atari, and I am the leading institute that we are implementing the roadmap as a lighthouse model for these 4 districts, and where we are emphasizing that how the input use efficiency we have to enhance, whether it's the seed, whether it's the fertilizer, whether it's the pesticide, or whether it's any other materials we are using, or even buying, and this cost of cultivation, all this we have to take care. Judicious use, we have to think over that how optimal use could be done by the farming community through changing their mindset, through changing their methods, through changing their methodology, since planning stage until harvesting and marketing. And followed by the inputs, we are concentrating on the machinery, that how we can have the mechanization of all these operations, so that farmers should not run here and there, and having the hue and cry when the any contingency comes, or when there is any change in the monsoon pattern. So practicing further, we are practicing the precision nutrients also through e-farms, one of the app ISS Gopal had developed, where you can use on a spot to in your field, and it will give you the exact NPK conditions that at that point of GPS, wherever you will be there, and accordingly you can plan. It's not 100% foolproof, but at least it's more than 70-80%. It's a valid database it's giving, and the accuracy is more than 75%. Still, it's the under interrogation that how we can make it 100%. So e-farms, a new app developed, and initially it has been developed for our states, Central State Madhya Pradesh, And the further, we are emphasizing that only production is not sufficient. Input cost reduction is not sufficient. Ultimately, we have to train our people, our farmers, our smallholders for proper marketing. So we are also linking the FPO-based value chains and local cold chains, that how our farmers can get bargaining power through being the member of FPOs, and then if there are perishable items they are doing, then they can have the local cold chains, and they can get the benefit of their price hike if it's needed. Otherwise, hectic or a distress sell, they could be avoided. So all these are the 4 strategy we made, and accordingly we are implementing it, and we are hopeful that this model could be one of the best model in future, and that could be replicated in future as per need and as per suitability with the other districts and estates. So it's really a matter of great pleasure that we are working on some innovative way out, that how we can sustain and support our farmers to get their agriculture more and more profitable. Then it's agriculture transformation matrix, that how we are going to do it, whatever we have committed, how really we will be able to do it. So friends, in that context, I can tell you that we are piloting in 2026 approx 10 seed village per block, and then the custom hiring centers, machine banks, then e-farm app, followed by the soil test. So these will be the for the crops and nutrients, and then how we will scale it. We will scale it further 2031 to 36, and this will be replicated in similar groundwater zones, such as digital fora nutrient advisories, and then further during 2041 to 47, we will institutionalize it, that permanent district seed CSC plans, local bioinput economy through APO and other similar agencies. And if we talk about the livestock, then we at present we are piloting that we are having the campaigns for AI vaccination, a small integrated units 2 to 5 cows, along with the biogas, so that they should be less dependent on the external inputs and for their livelihood and for domestic purpose. And then we are going to scale the breed improvement, block level organized milk collection and chilling centers, etc., and other infrastructure which is required, so that the farmers can get benefit of a scale. And then further, we are going to institutionalize it during 2041 to 47 Viksit Bharat period. FPO dairy models running commercially, and then methane reduction strategies. That's meaning that we have to match with the international standards and protocols also, so that we could survive in the international market also with the exports. And then further in fishery sectors, we are going to map the water bodies, small cage culture pilots, SIFRI and other our premier institutions are looking after these things, and definitely that will benefit our areas, these 4 districts also. And then we are going to strengthen the fisher cooperatives, boards and infrastructure, so that they can get benefit to store it, to sell it at appropriate price, rather than just an hectic sales. And further, as a institutional scheme, we are going to mainstream inland fishery into diversified rural employment methods and pathways, so that our fish growers or fish growing farming communities should also grow more and more, and they can get their livelihood and employment sufficiently, and that will be ultimate indicators of the Viksit Bharat by 2047. So friends, what is the way forward or path forward? So friends, we have to see the only commercial angle will not meet out our overall development to sustain. So we have to have the environment and sustainability angles also, where we have to make it the widespread adoption of the climate resilient agriculture. Each family should be sensitized and aware that they have to contribute in reduction of methane gas or greenhouse gases, so that cumulatively it will be reduction finally. And then we have to make the sufficient education and transitioning farmers toward carbon farming. And then we have to give the specialized focus on systematic soil health management. Is one of the important area that unless we will sustain our soil fertility, we will maintain our soil fertility, friends, we will not able to harvest as we are expecting through the different models. So unless we will work on ground, these estimations and models will be not matched with the real results. So in that only the government of India, Honorable Prime Minister and Honorable Minister of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare and Rural Development, both are emphasizing and requesting the farmers that Khet Bachao Abhiyan, that we have to Khet Bachao, ultimately Desh Bachao. Unless we save our farm, save our soil, make them healthy, we will not be able to harvest as we desire to get in the demanding future population of our country and the neighbors also. So environment and sustainability, one of the major concern in future we have, along with the new technological intervention or technology or methodology, whatever it may be. And then followed by, we have to be trained and having the sufficient skill on economics and skills how to handle it. So in that, branding and quality standardization for accessing distant markets, incubation centers we should use the such knowledge centers. We should concern that how we could be more and more economic sound by following the procedures, following the pathway, following the way out given by our economic experts and the persons having the such a skills that they can make money from money. And then we have to have the skill upgradation targeting the secondary, tertiary agriculture. It's the one of the growing area. Friends, I can tell you that if our farmers will be totally engaged in the primary agriculture itself, then we should not dream for the Viksit Bharat. So we have to switch on from primary to secondary, secondary to tertiary. So it's the one of the emerging area where our scholars or our teachers or our researchers or policy makers should also give the proper attention that how we can promote the secondary and tertiary agriculture through promoting the processing and value addition and through giving the byproducts of the main products. So all these are the matter of great concern, and we should have the sufficient time and policy so that we can use it, we can train our growing youths, educated youths to go for the secondary and tertiary agriculture rather than just growing the food or growing some crops. So further, what future advanced system we have to have the prioritizing the holistic integrated farming system models. Friends, it's a really need of the hour. It's the demand of the farming community that we have to work on the integrated farming system models rather than practicing one crop and practicing one animal. That will not serve the purpose, though it's the input and labor intensive, but we have to take it very seriously. We have to take it as a working solutions for the so many problems, because it had the potential to give unlimited employment, unlimited income, and the sustainability to our agriculture system also. So IFS model is one of the model we can choose, we can advocate as per the suitability of the ecology and economic conditions. Then further, we have to think the rapid acceleration of the agri-driven integration across all districts, so that the farmers could be trained, farmers could be sensitized to use of this emerging technology as an alternative to the labor scarce situation or the contingent situation where there is need to have the operations in very limited time. So these are some of the thoughts I had. And now I welcome our friends. This is the session is open for your discussion and interactions. This was the only glimpses from my side, and I will be more happy that I can interact.
Thank you so much,
Interact.
sir, for sharing such a valuable knowledge and insightful presentation with all of us. And now we'll have an interaction or doubt clearing session. So, dear participants, if anyone have any queries or questions, kindly feel free to ask them directly to sir by unmuting yourself, or you can post your doubt in the chat box to read. The chat box is open to all.
जो भी participants किसी से भी कोई query करते हैं, वो direct one to one
The participants are appreciating your presentation, and we have Kanchan, and she's saying thank you so much, sir, for this wonderful session.
Great pleasure for me that people are got the things which I wanted to share with them. Anyone has anything, they are free to contact me.
Yeah. MSME only. Ah.
Sir, I believe that we don't have any questions as participants are only appreciating you and chat box is full of the appreciation. So I believe that we should conclude this session.
Yes, please.
Okay, sir.
Dr. Revangini, give concluding remark.
Yes, sir. As we come to the end of today's enriching session, it is my privilege to formally conclude day 11 of ANKURAN 2026. On behalf of AgriMeet Foundation Bharat and the entire organizing committee, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed speaker, Dr. SRK Singh sir, for delivering such an insightful, inspiring, and thought-provoking lecture. Sir, your vast experience, practical insights, and visionary perspectives on agriculture extension and technology dissemination have truly enriched our understandings. Your inspiring words have motivated all of us to strengthen the connection between research, innovation, and farming community. I would also like to sincerely thank all the participants for joining us today in this session. We look forward to welcoming you all in our next session with another opportunity to learn and grow. Until then, stay curious, stay connected, and keep learning. Thank you, everyone. Thank you once again, sir. Wishing you a very wonderful evening ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr.
Thank you so much, Daksha.
Thank you, Ankurji and your team. गुड नाइट।
यही आशीर्वाद बनाए रखिएगा।
अरे आशीर्वाद नहीं, आप हम सब एक साथ हैं, आशीर्वाद की अभी हमारा स्टेज है क्या आशीर्वाद वाला? हम सब एक साथ
फिर भी
हैं।
हमसे हमसे तो बड़े हैं आप, हमसे सम्मानीय हैं।
अरे नहीं, वो तो ठीक है। देखिए आशीर्वाद ऊपर वाली महाकाल का बना रहे, माँ पीतम्बर
बस
का
बस
बना
बस बस
रहे।
बस, क्या बात
अरे
है।
बाकी
जी
तो
है।
माध्यम है, हम तो नर में ही
जी
ढूंढते
जी
हैं, इसलिए आशीर्वाद की क्या बात है। हमारा सहयोग आपके साथ है, हम आपके साथ हैं बस।
जी जी जी,
थैंक यू
थैंक यू
वेरी
सो
मच,
मच।
थैंक यू।
जी ओके, सभी पार्टिसिपेंट्स लेफ्ट कर सकते हैं।